After Mad Max and The Road Warrior came a flood of low-budget post-apocalyptic movies, mostly from Italy and Spain. One of those movies is the 1983 action sci-fi maxsploitation film Exterminators of the Year 3000. The movie opens in style with a lone police car traveling the wasteland. Those are some pretty big rolls of duct tape. The guy driving is wearing a helmet. How does anyone understand what he's saying? The cops have been deactivated for some reason because the computer told them so.
You have been deactivated. Return to base.
Boy, it sure is hot in this helmet. Can I take it off yet?
The cops stop at the crashed car on the road. It's the all-new S-Cam 3000. Looks like he pooped himself.
Hey, you fucking deaf or something?
Maybe if you weren't wearing the helmet, you would have seen that they're dead. While trying to give the dead couple a ticket, along comes this guy. His car is not exactly the Interceptor. I think they just bolted some deep fryer baskets onto a Ford POS. I'm glad the half sunglasses thing never caught on. The car drives through a trailer in a way that's totally not ripping off another movie. The car chases the cops off the road, and good thing this guy was wearing a helmet. The car chases the other cop down the hill. Keep in mind, this is an extremely low-budget film, and most likely, they didn't have very many precautions in place for the stunts. What I'm getting at is, this guy almost gets run over. The cop shoots at the car, but much like the EM-50, it's armor-plated. He's got some sort of digital periscope. It's great and all, until someone shoots it. Here's our hero, the oddly named Alien. He looks like a cross between Ace Hunter and Olivia Newton-John. He throws his doorknob flying guillotine at the cop, but it misses. He knocks him out and goes back to the police car to steal their water. In this version of the apocalypse, water is the most important resource. The cop was only faking and steals Alien's car, so he chases after him in the police car. With all the bandits and thieves in the wasteland, why would you leave the keys in your car? After chasing him down Need for Speed Armageddon style... Wait a minute, does that exist? If not, it should. I'd be all over that. Alien drives through a shed, chases him down the exact hill from earlier, and flips his car. He's not very good at this. Are we sure this guy's the hero? Over to local base, some kids are teasing Tommy, and the best actor in the movie, JoJo. Tommy's dad was off looking for water, but never returned, so the kids are calling him a traitor. Well, at least he's not being a baby about it.
Mommy!
Never mind. Inside the base is a greenhouse, but the plants are dying because there's no water. John offers to go get water, but the senator shoots him down.
And what if Fred doesn't come back? Have you thought about that, Senator?
Really? He hasn't thought about that?
Listen, Linda. Don't get me wrong. Fred's my best friend, and I trust him completely.
Look, you two, he's as good as dead. It's time for me to step up and be the hero.
Senator!
What's the trouble?
Senator, look at this.
Ted, why do you insist on showing me the contents of the community toilet? John finally convinces the senator to let him go. He tells Tommy he'll be back with his father and the water. Meanwhile, John and some armored trucks are headed out to get water. John hears a noise and finds Tommy snuck on board. The convoy's under attack by Crazy Bull's gang. I think something was lost in translation.
Charge! Once more into the breach, you mother grabbers!
For a group trying to escape, they're doing, 10, 20 miles an hour? This is the slowest car chase ever. Not exactly Fury Road. Are they driving Miss Daisy? They start shooting at each other, and this is some traumatic neck damage. How do bullets ricochet off a glass? If you'd stayed down, you'd stop getting shot. This motorcycle defies the laws of physics to end up in the back of the truck to kill everyone. Look at the distance of this jump. How is this even a little bit possible? Good thing this guy's legs are made out of marshmallow. The bad guys jump on the tanker, force it to stop, which kills the driver. No wonder the bullets ricochet off the glass. It's impenetrable. Crazy Bull goes, crazy, when he finds out there's no water.
Is a nice, pretty little birdie going to sing a pretty song and tell me exactly where the water is?
Good jump in the lake!
Whoa, easy with the language, John. John refuses to tell him where the water is, so they kill him. We head back to Alien, who's still stuck in the car. Can you hurry up and die already? I'm hungry. Tommy's the only one left alive because this marauding gang of scavengers couldn't be bothered to look behind a sheet. Hey, you think there's something back there? No, move along. It's a good thing JoJo's still alive. I'll revolt if they killed the hamster. Tommy finds Alien near death. He makes a deal with him that it'll help him get out if he helps him get the water. Alien gets out, but he's a colossal dick. He steals Tommy's water and leaves. After hours of trying to ditch him, Alien finally agrees to help him find water. Okay, at this point I'm convinced that whoever translated this for dubbing was trolling.
How now, alien?
I'm surprised they didn't make his name Brown Cow. Crazy Bull's after Alien because he stole his car, the Exterminator. They're gonna kill him, but he tells him he knows where there's water in exchange for a bike to get out of there. Friendly reminder, he's the hero.
Where's the water?
Ask the kid where the water is.
Tommy won't tell them where the water is, so they tear his arm off. Ah, the 80s, where it was still okay to dismember a child on film. Alien uses his flying guillotine and rescues the one-armed Tommy, who seems to be part robot. He grabs his arm and takes off. Alien duct tapes Tommy's arm back on. He must have picked some up from earlier. The motorcycle's out of gas, so they have to walk. Alien knows a mechanic who can fix Tommy's arm.
I get tired of listening to you.
That's what you always say.
Shut up.
Our hero. They find Papillon, the mechanic. As plot convenience would have it, he recovered Alien's Exterminator car. He also made some modifications to it.
Change the carburetors. Do you know how many carburetors it has now? Well, do you know?
One? Okay, Tommy, I'm gonna fix your arm. But first, I'm gonna need you to get good and drunk. And then after I get your arm attached, we can play Neptune, King of the Sea. Alien goes to check on the car and gets held up by... Is this Thelma or Louise?
Get your hands up. Now get out. Slowly.
Turns out it's his old girlfriend, Trash? I know the movie was going for lovable loner, but instead got jerk who abandons everyone.
I'll be back in a few minutes, you said. And you leave me alone in the middle of the desert with the barbarians.
Nevertheless, I see you're alive.
Tommy passes out and yay, Jojo's still alive. Papillon gives Trash a tanker so she and Alien can go and get the water. Alien wants the water for himself, so he tries to convince Trash to join him and steal the water. Will this guy ever redeem himself?
You're rotten, Alien. Rotten to the guts.
They head to the totally not a model water refinery and look for a way inside.
Right. How do we do it?
Come on, I'll show you.
You can drive through the gate? Who knew? They get inside the warehouse, but someone locks them in and tries to kill them.
I just want to turn the lights on. I don't want to die in the dark.
Yes, the dark. Some guys attack them, but they fight them off easily. Oh no! It's Flamethrower Guy from Two Crude Dudes. Alien uses one of the Tetris blocks as a shield, causing the other guy to get severe crotch burn. Isn't this where the tall man stores his workers? Trash finds the water storage. Yes! Water! Let's waste it! Since Alien wants to sell the water, Trash knocks him out so she can take it back to Tommy's people. More wonderful localization.
That sneaky little beaver.
Alien fixes his tires and heads after Trash. She, of course, is being chased by Crazy Bull's gang. Alien keeps the gang occupied so Trash can escape. This is supposed to be him redeeming himself. This looks a lot like a demolition derby. Two of Bull's gang goes after Trash, and they manage to stop the truck. Papillon and Tommy show up just in time to rescue Trash. That kid is a wicked fastball. Unfortunately, Papillon gets killed. Tommy and Trash go back to rescue Alien. Tommy uses his newly upgraded robot arm to throw dynamite at Crazy Bull's gang. Crazy Bull goes after Alien, so he shoots him in the head. They go back to the water truck, only to find the other gang member drained it. They return to the water refinery, but the cultists blow it up. I take it this is what the Nestle water plant in California wants to do. The plan backfired because blowing up the base made it rain. Or maybe that was the plan all along. Who knows? So civilization is saved. Unless it only rains for like 5 minutes and then it goes back to nothing again. The movie was filmed in 10 weeks, mostly in Almeria, Spain, in an area called the Sierra Nevadas, which is where most spaghetti westerns were filmed. The interiors were shot on sets in Italy. Since a lot of these movies want to give the illusion of them being in the United States, they shipped old cars from the US over for use in the film. The movie was written by Eliza Briganti, who also wrote the classic Fulci horror film, Zombie. Robert Iannucci, who played Alien, was a model for Calvin Klein. The Italian producers liked his look and offered him the role without even having him read for the part. Since the dialogue was translated to English for dubbing, it didn't always make sense. The actors who redubbed their parts mentioned it to the director, who told them, "Don't worry, just say it," which is why we had moments like this.
Alien, I'm gonna make you wish you'd never been born. Die, unspeakable violence.
The movie borrowed a few things from The Road Warrior, but probably the biggest was the tanker chase through the desert. In The Road Warrior, the gangs were chasing the truck to get gas. In Exterminators of the Year 3000, the gangs were chasing the truck to get water. I've always had a soft spot for these kind of movies, so I can understand that they're not everyone's cup of tea. Even though a lot of post-apocalyptic movies share similarities, they all do things a little bit differently. Whether it's escaping gangs in search of water, gladiatorial combat, or overthrowing a tyrannical leader, post-apocalyptic films have it all. Once more into the breach, mother grabbers.
Tommy and his people are the only hope for the future. God, don't you really care?
No.
You've got the feelings of a fossil.